It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
Where'd you get it? There can't be many curios like that in the world. Is that a fact? And your voice? Where'd you get it? You ripped that from them too. Can't be many curios like that in the world. I've never heard such silken tones from a naked skull. Ha! Should have known it was a parlour get still. You'd best keep that mask on. That.
Ah, you're up there. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. No, you're alive, and you're having a conversation. You are on a ship, of course. But luckily for us both, we're merely sailing the plain old sea.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. A new life awaits. And if you're a...
Good gods, there's been a murder here.
Something has changed. You are you look to your fingers.
Nothing left to do, really.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs. Lucky find. Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce. Put a knuckle on it. I'm trying to concentrate. They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them. I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on. One of us will get our own. Then finish us off one by one. Can we just skip to the part where we assure you to shut up? You think me mad? Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely. What are you trying to hear anyway? I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mist. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far? Of course I do. Seems Voidwoe can dog your heels like a shadow. That's no way to live, is it? You'll see. We're gonna help you. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
There's nothing else we can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and
Keep
water
those bubbles
are all
trained
right.
on her.
Standing at the centre of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella.
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
No, I'm afraid I always perform my part solo. Do stay and watch, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
It. If these savages see me without it, they will have my skull for a goblet.
Damn. That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards. sounding on the hull.
The marking you press, it doesn't. The door.
Something's breaking through. What in the hells are those things?
Death fog? Good thing I'm immune. Still, this means trouble.
Children. The dwarf yanks at one of.
Said there were other people down there.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time to get the hell out of here.
Fuck! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
Get yourself up the ladder. There's a... Wait! Void woken!
I thought void woken was supposed to be scary.
I've faced worse.
Let the games begin.
They who are about to triumph.
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
to burst.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Ifan.
Well, that was decidedly unpleasant.
Am I the lone survivor?
Depending on one's definition of survivor, of course. Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn. They made it to shore. These bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. Drowned and eaten by a Voidwoken. I wonder in which order. How do you do? I've spotted something.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak. Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Stay silent, you!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket?
I
Both
told
the
him
same.
I know exactly. Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have your cud.
Disgusting. Just like all your kind.
Disgusting like that. This is not your business, Long Pig.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before
Pay up, elf. No one shorts griff. Especially not one of you. You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
And neither will I.
We got a system, and it looks like you don't want to fit in.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
I've an errand to run around here.
Remember, past the kitchens, there is a safe place.
Please, please, you must help me. No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards. A child is missing. My baby. Oh, bless you, bless you. She's been missing for days now, and not a single soul will help me look for her. Irma's her name. She's about as high as your hip. Black of hair, a quiet child, not prone to wandering off. I'm sick with worry, completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her. I last saw her just here, near 3 days ago. She was playing with her little doll, and I was washing out her tunic. I turned from her for one moment, and she was gone. Left her doll behind, too. It's so unlike her. This place turns people cold. Cold and wicked. That fellow Jeth over there speaks unutterable evil, but I can't move away from him. What if Irma comes back and I'm not here? You are an angel.
A fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers after that child. Yeah, that, Farah. You gotta cut that out. What's happened to you? Aye, she needs help, but none that I can give. Mad as a cuckoo, that one, and twice as loud. Distraught don't even begin to cover it. She's hollering after that child of hers. Killed by a void woken, she was. Been dead and buried for a month now. Never even stepped foot in Fort Joy. And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back.
Irma? Ah, you're back. Please, did you find Irma? You've been talking to that snake, Jeth, haven't you? I don't know where he gets these obscene lies. It's sick. You stay away from that man. Do you hear me? Irma...
She ignores you. And
You there? I'm looking for an inmate. He wears a large bronze ring with a dragon stamped into it. Name of Migo. Have you seen him? None of your business, inmate. Find me if you hear of a Migo. Otherwise, don't waste my time. I told him at noon exactly, didn't I?
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you... It's just... I've a proposition. Something very worth knowing. In that case, listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. I don't know if I believe it, and I don't want to wait and find out. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need a partner. Just one. Are you interested? Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at leaving this place. Attaboy. Who wouldn't? Finally someone with a little sense around here. The plan's simple, completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use to teleport you right out of here. I can't use it on myself, but with your help, we can both get out of here. There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out of this place. Then I can use my spell to free you in turn. This item, though, it's in quite an unfortunate location. It's found its way into a nest of crocodilians on a secluded beach nearby. Here, give me your map and I'll show you where to go. Not enough to trouble a fine specimen such as yourself. Get that artifact, and you and I are as good as free. Go give those overgrown lizards what for.
I only mean that if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
What do you think of messing with Griff's brutes anyhow? Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort. Well, what a swollen swine you are. This fella won't accept the healing I've offered him, I'll have you know. Intent on calling the Reaper over with them whales of his. I figure a poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Don't to be sure, but I'd like to ease his way out.
You think you're so fancy with your flashy abracadadoodle, don't you? I caught a blow too many from those card-playing fatheads up on the ramparts. I got myself a golden ticket. I didn't even get the chance to use it. Why don't you take it? If they offer you a round of cards, this one guarantees you a win. It's called the Sparkler. Whoever's got it gets the pot. Filched it from that hog Griff himself. Careful, though. If you ain't as skilled a Griff and his lads won't know what it's...
A little reprieve from the din outside.
Right in the eye! I know they help. Wait, I call a timeout. Whack! Back, evil ogre, or I'll spare you this time, beast. But don't cross me again. You're really fun. Hey, I'm gonna hide somewhere in the cave, and you come find. Ready? Go!
I feel him, but I do not see him.
You go!
I never thought I'd see old dear nothing fit as a fox again. Haven't seen a man closer to the hole in all my days.
Medicine.
A right miracle it is.
All you need's a strong constitution, and the gods will take care of the rest.
I'll stab you right in the eye! You go! my best friend would really, really, really like you, come on, I'll introduce you. I know how to spell introduce. It's I-N-T-R-O-D-U-C-E. My way is too small for you.
This hole is
You'll
too
have to
small
find
for you
another.
to squeeze into.
Hope you brought a shovel.
I've spotted something.
You're back. And you brought...
It's stuck fast.
You! Dead Walker! Tell me true. Stand you with the Source Hunters, or do you serve the tyrant Brachus Rex? Ancient history. Can it have been so long already? Gods, how the time flies. I haven't seen a living soul in all that time. What a strange notion. A wicked king it was, Brachus Rex by name. The Order of the Source Hunters discovered a great horror upon this prison isle, and I was sent to stop it. Yet my failure was absolute. I am not fit to bear the insignia of the Source Hunters any longer. Please, good sir, you must free me. Prise this spear from my chest, where it has been stuck fast for the last 1,000 years. Seize the spear. End this degradation. I beg you.
Wither, this is my new friend. He's really smart. You'll like him a lot.
Please, small child, leave me to my ruminations.
But he's really nice and tall. Maybe he can even help you with that thing.
Why, a grown friend. Good sir, you've set my body free, free to crumble to dust at last. But my spirit, blast! Then you may be glad you've escaped the curse of Brachus Rex. After he interred me in this cell, he must have drawn my very soul away from me and stored it elsewhere in the fort. Thus he has bound me entirely to the mundane realm. But I know this place well. I could lead you to its likely location. In turn, you would find a path straight out of this fort. My freedom for yours. What say you? Marvelous, my friend. Marvelous. You'll first have to get inside the fort itself. There's a secret switch on a statue of the Seven in the courtyard. Surely you know it. The switch will open a hatch, and you'll be led into the prison's main floor. I suspect that within Brachus's phylactery room, you will find the container which ensnares my soul. He has likely disguised it well, but search there for another hidden switch. Brachus would have made me a supplicant, a slave to these walls. With your help, I'll die. At last. With dignity. Death without your soul is no death at all, my friend. I was fully briefed about this awful place before I came. My goal was to destroy the fiend who had been marshalling the world's most unwholesome weapons and magic into an army he intended to use against the realm. I never thought I would become one of his victims, and yet, here I am. Fort Joy is a dangerous place, my friend. Dangerous indeed. Brachus used this place to build an arsenal of terrible weaponry as yet unseen in our world. Here, he and his researchers crafted punishments and snares contrary to human dignity. Objects that could contain souls, wands that could purge the very essence from sorcerers. My order would never have used such barbaric magic against our enemies.
worse than war rations, these.
Sir, this is Fort Joy. A delivery. Surely you'll have one.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. It does not react. The shrine depicts Lucian. You hear a strange sound.
He has spoken.
You peer at the statue, and you recognize her. You knew her before you were entombed. How strange that such an old face should face you now. The droplet burns both hot and cold, and yet you feel no pain. You step towards the flow, desiring more, wanting desperately for it to take you, and darkness envelops you.
Got a good reason for barging into a private room, buddy? Ow! You must be mad. Head out one way, you're back in the joy among the rabble. Head out another, you're knee-deep in the hollow marshes. I'll take a nice, quiet cell any day of the week, and twice on Lucian's Day. And? Got no reason to scramble out, me. It's hot and busy out there. It's cool and quiet in here. Or at least, it used to be. Before you go, you haven't met a particular fella here, have you? Tall, black beard, intense way of looking at you. Punch up for metaphor? Good, good. Half of me's afraid he's gonna try and save me from this place. Old Zillick much prefers lounging in the hole than chasing demons hither and thither. I'll tell you now. Not in any hurry to get back to the hunt. Anyhow, thanks and good luck, I guess. Though, if you know what's what, you'll take a load off and let the dice fall where they're gonna fall.
The elf's skin is pale as a corpse's, but his face contorts with inscrutable emotion. Joy, horror, and rapture flash over him like the changing surface of a pond. His eyes lock onto yours.
It's you! No, no, it's you. It's...
His back suddenly arches as he spasms in pain.
I know it's you. You're like me, see? I'm not the last. The bishop doesn't count. No, he doesn't count. I'm done for, but you, there's still hope. You'll know. They'll find you. They'll seek you out. That's their job. Get it? Yes, of course you do. You need to go. Dallas, after she took me, she did something. My head. I feel like someone's rummaged their fingers through my skull. Get out while you can.
He giggles coquettishly, then bellows like a bear.
Leave!
I've spotted something. Looks like this place has been sealed up for a century or two.
You sense a great whirl of energy from its depths, a faint voice. The jar smashes.
That smell! I think I'm going to be sick. Magister weapon? Bishop Alexander is looking rather regal. Holy hellhounds. Those dogs sound out for blood. Ought to keep well out of sight of the Magisters. rubbish. Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time.
The creature gingerly takes the plant into his bloodied hands. He runs his fingertips over the white flowers. His panting breath slows.
Darling, dear darling child. Hello, yarrow girl. Can it really be you?
The creature clenches the plant tightly. His breath quickens. He seems liable to lunge at you at the drop of a pin.
You wouldn't understand. A father's pride, a father's love.
The creature begins to weep. Fast, silent tears spill from his eyes as he clutches the little cluster of flowers to his heart.
For you, my ring, part of me, name of Migo. Thank you.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
The elf appears momentarily puzzled by your comment, but then offers you a dignified little bow.
As far as I'm concerned, you are noble and just in both actions and appearance. I am in your debt. I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion. Thank you.
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns towards you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Hello, stranger. A strange person from a strange time. I wonder, do you even know how lost you are? I see it before my eyes. It is not so bad. I know which days have bread and which days have none. I know more bread comes someday. It helps. Your life is not your own. Your life is for us all. I cannot say more. You see someday.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? He knows how to leave. My protector, my friend. An elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He tries to help me, to save me, and he suffers very much. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek, a way out. You bring me great peace. Thank you, my friend. I see some... Yes, please ask. Oh, I do not cover my eyes. I cover the place they used to be. They are gone now, taken, but I see all the same.
Griff and his lads. Worse than war rations, these.
Here's the goods. Like
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato.
What? Who's asking?
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light, watching it glint.
I'm listening. A Myro. Bloody elves. I guess you mean the clown I caught stealing from my kitchen. He's not going anywhere. Supplies. A crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal.
Griff glances from his blade to you and he turns the card over and holds it up to the light, smirking.
Got your hands on my sparkler, did you? Well, put it to good use. The louses I have at the card table could use a good shake-up.
But it was... And you smell of burnt hair and barren dreams. But I have the good breeding not to mention it. Supplies? You mean the... Though I'd guess Mr. Griff is more upset about the Drudine than the citrus. It's all here, I'm afraid, on my person. You found your thief. But I am anything but one of those sniveling addicts you'll find creeping around the I need to dream. I, above all others, it is my vocation, my responsibility. Now, more Drudine. It makes you master of all you see when you sleep. The dreamer is not the play actor, but the playwright. It may be hard for you to understand, but my kind, we dream for the greater good. What we see can predict the truth, can even shape the truth. But we need Drudine to do it. Before I was caught, before I was brought here, I saw a vision. The void woken, slain, divinity restored. But just as I was about to see how it happened, the Magisters beat down my door. This is my last chance to find out the secret, to find out how to save us all. So you see, I cannot give back blood, and it won't be long before he'll have it. With all his thugs lurking about, they'd stick me in my sleep if they knew. Fine, take the Drudine. I'll find more. Another way. Somehow, I have to.
Take your coin, then.
Griff glances from his...
You already know the term. Spare the indignation and hand it over. Good boy. Looks like everything's... That's a kid. You're...
Hey, you're a little light in your pack, ain't you, mate? Who can blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much. Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
It is done. And quickly. I thank you. Very, very much. I hold my end of the bargain. I show you the way out. But I have something more to ask of you. Yes, I become fine. And so much more when you agree to finish what I start.
Sahela. She is everything. A ruler, a seer, a knower, a child. She cannot be lost here. It is for all our people, for the world. Give me your map. I show you the way out. A secret, dangerous, but it leads to freedom. I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who still remain. Tell them Sahela is here. They will send help. Please. She is important. I go to her. I wish you good luck, and I thank you for us all.
I told him at noon exactly.
Send us
Didn't
your
I?
children, your supplicants, and you divide.
Don't disturb me again, unless you've seen me go. You have seen him? Tell me, where was he? And you're very sure it was him?
She inspects the ring closely.
This can't be. You said he was upon the beach, yes? I need to have a look myself.
A little respect for Griff's right hand, Topsy girl. Looky, looky here, mates. A fresh face. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up first.
You glance at your hand. Two purple Ralvo's eyes linger on the table, where the card lies as innocent as a piece of cardboard can be. His gaze travels up your torso to meet your eyes.
Now, where'd you get a thing like that, mate?
Ralvo counts out the entirety of the table's pot without breaking eye contact.
Go!
The man rolls his sleeves back.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours.
Suit yourself. Probably wise, given the rashes you can pick up around this place. Good to meet you regardless, lad. Say, you don't look all that busy. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here, while I've still got a neck to collar.
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back. Without...
That's the truth. For me, for you, for everyone in this place. Why not help each other get out of here? The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but I'll wager it'll be no worse than what'll happen if we stay put. Two heads are better than one, and when push comes to shove...
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in. Survival's my main priority. Can do.
He scans the...
Right you are.
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
As you approach the unsmiling Magister, Ifan catches your arm and speaks to you with some urgency.
I need to talk to this one for a few moments. Alone.
Ifan strides up to the Magister, speaking in a calm and controlled voice. Though you can't hear what he whispers, the Magister's face turns whiter than snow as he hands a note to Ifan with shaking hands.
Don't! I'll give you the information. Here, just don't! All right.
Ifan walks back to you, leaving the quivering wreck of a Magister behind. When he catches your eye, he winks. Ifan catches you looking over at him.
What?
He barks a laugh, then shakes his head sheepishly.
I wanted some information. That Magister wanted to negotiate. I negotiated. Oh, it's just practice. All in the way you set your jaw, lad. I'll teach you someday. I only do it when it's necessary. And it was necessary back there. He wanted me to kill someone. I didn't want to kill them. Being a little impolite seemed the least bad option. That's about the size of it for me, all right. And now that we agree, shall we agree to keep moving?
After reading the scrap of...
What's this? I found something.
What have they done to you?
Yarrow girl?
It was her, wasn't it? The monster. Oh, is that really you?
Little Yarrow girl. Grown up, flower-headed girl.
What have they done?
She looks at you with hatred etched deeply in the lines of her face.
I didn't want any of this. Ha! I'd die 1,000 deaths before I'd see this go unpunished. Don't be obscene. He's as human as you or I. They've only put him through something terrible. It's strange. It almost reminds me of the creatures Dallas keeps at her side. Sometimes you hear a kind of muttering beneath their masks.
She reaches out to touch her father's hand. He withdraws it quickly before remembering himself and reaching out to Yarrow again.
I had no idea. What a fool I am. There were always rumors about the Hammer. Dallas, that is. What she was doing with the prisoners she hauled off to her fortress. Why they never joined the rank and file thereafter. I suppose now I know. Wait, before you go. You've helped us a great deal today. Let me help you too. It isn't too late for you. Not yet.
What's happened? What have they done to you?
What did...
Worms, darling. Worms in my head. I'm not myself, Yarrow girl.
Don't you dare apologize.
The woman's face carries a...
times before, haven't I? Silly me. You aren't tired of my stories, are you? Can you even hear me in there?
Don't like it down here. Don't like it at all. A bad man found me on the beach and brought me here. But I slipped away as soon as we got here. I just want to get out. The noises out there. Please help me get out. I just want to go to the beach and play with my shells again. But that grate is too heavy.
Oh, but I...
The cat purrs loudly as it curls itself around your ankles. Looks like you've got yourself a new pet. You take a deep breath. You have escaped Fort Joy at last.
It's easier to hide in the wilds. Let's get under cover fast.